So now that this Max Crosby, Trey Hendrickson situation is finally over, we can actually talk about some of the other things that the Ravens have done. Starting with the Ravens go out and sign former Falcons offensive lineman, well, guard slash center, as you see above me, Jovan Gwynn. It is a 1 year deal with the Ravens. Obviously, he joins his offensive line coach from Atlanta, Dwayne Ledford, who's been one of the better offensive line coaches in the league. So hopefully, bringing Gwynn in and some of the other guys like John Simpson can really bolster this offensive line. Next, you have the Ravens going out and releasing quarterback Cooper Rush, which makes sense after they re-signed Tyler Huntley to a 2 year deal. And it sucks because I feel like a lot of us wanted Cooper Rush to work out. I mean, they paid him a decent amount of money to be the backup for Lamar. We saw the success he had as the backup for Dak in Dallas. And I feel like a lot of us kind of thought, well, if he can do good in Dallas, he could probably do good in Baltimore. And it was a disaster from the beginning. He only started 2 games, but those 2 games were, as you all remember, horrendous to watch. Thankfully, they brought in Huntley, and the rest is history. Sadly, though, the Ravens do lose Keaton Mitchell to the LA Chargers on a 2 year, $9.25 million deal. Once the Ravens went out and decided to not tender Keaton Mitchell, I kind of knew that was their way of telling us, at least, that Mitchell won't be returning to this team this season. Which sucks because when he plays, he is really good and that home run speed is phenomenal. But I know from what, at least from what I've seen, that the big issue between Mitchell and Ali is Ali tends to be a better blocker than Mitchell. And Harbaugh would have preferred that over keeping Mitchell around. And we rarely saw them play Mitchell when they did have him. So hopefully the Chargers can utilize him better and he could have more success in LA than he did in Baltimore. Then you have the Ravens going out and signing tight end Durham Smythe. As you see above me, per Jeff Zrebeck, he's most likely going to fill in for that Charlie Kohler, Nick Boyle role where he's going to be the blocking tight end of this tight end room. And I do assume that the Ravens will use one of their draft picks this year to draft another tight end. Then you have the Ravens going out and signing former Patriots safety Jalen Hawkins to a 2 year, $10 million deal. As you see above me, he finished last year with 71 tackles and 4 interceptions. Something that's also important is that he's played every game these last 2 years being with the Patriots, which we need right now. We need people to stay healthy, and if he can stay healthy alongside Starks and Hamilton, he's going to fit perfectly with this team. Then you have the Ravens going out and re-signing Chidobe Awuzie to a 1 year, $5 million deal. He joined the Ravens last year, and while this defense struggled overall, he was one of the few bright spots of this secondary, and I'm very happy that he's able to return. And last but not least, the Ravens have gone and re-signed wide receiver Dayton Wade. He's been a fan favorite for the last couple years. Hopefully we see more of him this year, especially with the Ravens needing wide receivers, but I'm happy he's back, and hopefully we see more of him this year.